So yesterday, I know that Jay at the podium was obviously asked about the injuries, and I was surprised that it seems like a lot of those guys have a shot at playing this week. Even like Rob Kelly, we talked about it with Hoffman when he was in here. It's not a rib fracture; it's some sort of a cartilage issue. Mason Foster, the guy whose shoulder popped out and they re-popped it back in. I think a lot of these guys have a shot to go. The one that's still nicked up is Jordan Reed. And I think when Jay was asked about it, he said he's flat out just not healthy. Here you go.
What is the plan for Jordan? What is the concern there?
Well, the plan is we got to get him healthy. And the concern is he's not healthy right now. So we have to wait and see how it goes.
Wow.
Boy, a lot of information. He's a fountain.
Well, but I mean, that's
what else is he going to say?
That's pretty dire straits.
I mean, he gave it to you. He said he's not healthy.
Yeah, he's not healthy. So that doesn't sound good at all. And when you're going up an offensive juggernaut like the Raiders, where I think you're going to have to score.
Juggernaut, you mean?
Yeah, where you're going to have to score a lot of points, I think, to keep up with them. I don't think you're going to be able to completely flip the script on this and, have a 38-minute time of possession, 200 yards rushing, and
we're getting ready for a juggernaut.
The Raiders' offense. I don't see that. I see the only way this game plays out would be kind of both teams scoring points on each other.
Another Redskins over potentially.
But when you lose Jordan Reed, who is inarguably their best weapon on offense, that is a big dagger.
Is that a game time decision, or do you think they'll announce that before the weekend starts?
I don't know. The only thing you could kind of cling to, and this is again speaks to what a gamer Jordan is, and I've proven this over. I get a and he tries to get out there, and he came out and played that last series, even though he walked back on the sideline and he had his gear.
That was strange.
I think they wanted that threat out there.
I don't think I've ever seen that before, where a guy walks out
back just carrying his shoulder pads
in his jersey.
I think it was just sort of his way of saying, I'm going to try to get out there if I can.
Yeah,
and
weird.
They put him back out there for that last series. So that's something you can cling to. Maybe he can he can find a way to get, he wants to play. I don't have any, unlike Josh Doxson, I know 100% that Jordan Reed, if he can, will try to play. The other guy that Jay's been talking about lately is Chris Thompson. You have some quotes on Chris? Here you go. This is Jay.
I've said before, he's a very valuable guy in the role that he's in. Third down. He's also one of our kick returners, and he does a lot of get back on track calls on second down and long, and there's some first down plays that he's in. But yes, it's important for us. So he's not a guy that I personally want to give him 30 carries a game for. He probably wants it, but he probably won't get it.
And the fact that you had some tough injuries.
So even though they have some banged up guys, they're not going to, it doesn't sound like they're going to expose them.
You just can't give Chris Thompson 20 carries a game.
And I know,
he
I was
weighs
screaming
190 pounds.
I was screaming for it because P. Ryan took him 10 carries to get going in last week's game. And I know I was screaming on Twitter, just give the Thompson already. Top of the nonsense. P. Ryan came up and made some big runs for him,
especially in that last quarter.
Especially in that last drive. So credit to P. Ryan. But, man, sometimes I'd like to see more Thompson.
You wonder what would happen. You wonder what would happen if they gave him the ball 20, 25 times. Because it's happened in the past, where guys who originally were thought of as third down specialists have become every down backs. Works out sometimes.
It's
sometimes
a rarity, though. Look, I mean, like Danny Woodhead. And now I know he's older than Chris Thompson, but he's a tiny guy. He's always banged up.
I'm surprised.
You can't take that sort of workload when you're 5'9", 190.
Isn't hurt more than he is.
He's an outlier.
Remember last year?
But again, he doesn't get 20 carries a game.
Didn't he get pummeled last year? I think it might have been against the Skins on a punt return and got hit in the head. Remember that?
I kind of remember it, yeah.
Fielding a punt. But
right.
Yeah, those small guys, they just don't last very long.
And look, it's smart. Be conservative with him. You want him there for 14 to 16 games? Give him 12 to 15 touches per game.
Look at all the injuries Reggie Bush had in his career.
Right. And he was relatively small running back.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about this yesterday? So Terrell Pryor tweeted about that Cody Davis hit on his knees. And, I don't think he was being a jerk about it. And he said, look, it was a legal hit, but, try to get the hit up a little bit. Let's not go for each other's knees. We're all trying to make a living
a trend.
Here.
Larry Fitzgerald, somebody who, we talked about this yesterday, has actually told opponents before they play, hit me up high.
Right.
These guys would rather be hit in the head and deal with a concussion or an ACL.
Right. Do you?
I mean, those guys. I don't. I mean, the majority of those guys, unless it's Perfect or Adam Jones or one of those psychos, are trying to hurt anybody. 99% of them are just trying to make the tackle. Think a guy down, to the first down marker, they're thinking about that. They're just trying to get him down.
Yeah, by any means necessary at that point.
Who do you think has the edge? Let's go through some of the matchups here. This is something that some of the L.A. outlets have done here. When you look at the different positions, you go at running back here between the Raiders and the Redskins. Marshawn Lynch and his backups, Jalen Richard, is that the guy's name?
Yeah.
Richard, yeah.
And DeAndre Washington versus Rob Kelly, P. Ryan, and Chris Thompson. Who do you think has the edge?
For the Raiders, Sean looks like he's starting to get it going.
I thought he'd look rustier after being away from the game, but he's averaging 4 yards per carry. Hasn't had a ton of carries, but he's looked effective when he's been in the game.
Bulk of it. He looks like he's had 30 carries in the two games.